And action. What's going on? This Shango Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when that monkey mind wants to take over. I got some condensed Shangodiacs for you, okay? The format's going to be what and who, all right? So we're going to make it very easy. We're going to also start at the end of the zodiac, work our way all the way back to the top, all right? Which is one of my favorite techniques. I like starting from the bottom, going to the top. If you understand, then you know, all right? Now, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I forgot to mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that particular order, all right? But before we get started, there's a very important announcement. Roll that.
Wait up, hold up. I know you're watching your Shangodiacs, but trust me, I need to say this is Shango Ray. Got a special announcement. We have a gift to give away. We're giving away a very special gift to somebody, okay? So if you want this gift, be sure to read this screen right here. Time stamp this video in the comment section of this video. We're going to choose between everyone who's done that, and select somebody. We're actually going to have her select who wins the gift. And this is what the gift is. A lot of people have been asking me, Shango, are you going to do any more Santísima Muerte styled readings this season? The answer is yes, and that's called the Muerte messages by text. And how it works, you can either ask Santísima Muerte 3 questions or see what comes through for you. And I'm going to record your reading in a video form and send you the link to your own personal reading in your phone, so you can watch it in discretion and privacy of your own phone. Now, some of you have also heard we have just recently released the MUERTE MULAH subliminal wealth ritual, which is sweeping the motherfucking nation. Okay. And if you haven't got that yet, maybe you got good timing, because we're actually having a special where you can get both the Muerte messages and the subliminal wealth ritual, okay, together. All right. I have to also say all Sorcerer's Corner members can claim their Muerte MULAH messages by text reading gratis, because we appreciate you, we love you, and this is for you, you know. Also, if you recently purchased the Muerte MULAH Subliminal Wealth Ritual, then you can also email me a screenshot of your purchase, and I will send you a link so you can just pay the difference. I think it comes out to like $20, and then you can get both of them. You can take advantage of the special. We didn't want to leave you out either. All right. So that's how you do it. All right. So be sure to follow the instructions. And I'm about to let you get back to your Shangodiacs, but this is what we got celebrating. Like I said, all this ends, it turns back into a pumpkin November 3rd, okay, when the clock strikes 12. So be sure to get in where you fit in and get it now, all right? Thank you.
Well, all right. We are back. Let's get into it. Pisces. I took the liberty of already shuffling, and we have your reading here, okay? So Pisces. Some of the things that you're going to want to look out for. This is the what. Let's get into the what. All right. Boom. 3 of Hearts, King of Clubs, Jack of Clubs. So first off, for some of you Pisces, I see half of you, a demographic. The love's going to be expanding in the love life. More intimacy. Seems like relationships are getting better. Seems like, you know, love is growing. Okay. Love is expanding. All right. But for some of you Pisces, this could be a time where you are being deceived. That's right, the 3 of Hearts, all right? You may be dealing with a 3 of Hearts situation. Maybe you're in one, not quite sure, all right? I also see this, okay? For a lot of you Pisces, you guys had a plan to either go somewhere and do, or to do something or to start something. I see that this is not happening. Part of the problem may also be that you're stuck in a box. You need to kind of get out of your box when it comes to whatever this is. Also, a delay is not a denial. Some of you, sometimes timing is very important too. So you're going to want to remember that, okay? Now, finally, I do see that this could be a very highly creative time for a lot of you Pisces, and you really want to get into that, okay? There is something else though. Many of you Pisces are going to be in different situations or dealing with different situations that are composed of gossiping, slander, okay? People talking shit, all right? So you want to be very mindful and careful about who you say what to, because some of you Pisces are fucking jabberjaws, okay? Anybody, you just, you know, even though you guys have a lot underneath the surface that a lot of people never get to know, but you definitely want to be careful, and you definitely want to be aware with who you're talking with and what you're saying. Now, some of the who's that show up that could have something to do with one of these things are as follows, all right? An earth sign, most likely a Taurus, okay, or an immature person, an immature earth sign, okay? So they could even be older than you, but they act more immature, all right? Followed by 2 fire signs right here I'm seeing, but it could be any of the fire signs, all right? Specifically Leo or Sagittarius, all right? So you're going to want to look out for that. All right, so I'm having to pause and shit because I don't want all that on camera, you know what I'm saying, whatever, but I'm going to start maybe shuffling. Next, Aquarius. So let's just keep it moving, all right? Next, we have Aquarius. Aquarius, what do you have? What do you want to share with your Aquariums? Okay, Aquarius, you ready for this shit? Huh? You ready? All right. So let me just discuss some of the what right now while I'm getting to the who. All right. For some of you, the Aquarius, some of you Aquariums, we're talking about financial increase. Okay, some of you are going to start to look and feel the part, okay, of a rich, specifically a woman. All right. But I see the other side of that too. For some of you Aquariuses, for some of you Aquariuses, this is also maybe a time where you start to worry the most about money, all right? Now, I do see also sabotage, okay, here. It feels more like self-sabotage, all right? Some of you Aquarians are sabotaging yourself because of the relationship that you're in, all right? Followed by a change of heart, all right? I do see that this could actually be, and for many of you Aquariuses, a positive change of heart. Like your frequency changes, okay? But emotions are like the weather, okay? Just because you feel good for a couple of days, that's great, but we need some more sustainability, okay? Now, some of the players here, okay, some of the signs that some of you may be having some of these experiences with or because of, I see as what is this? Virgo, Aquarius, another Aquarius. This is you actually. You're sabotaging yourself. All right, and I also see some Scorpion action. Could be any water sign, but specifically I see also more a Scorpion or a woman, all right, having to do with this change of heart. Maybe it's your friend trying to hype you up or something like that, all right? But the point is, I'm more concerned right now about this this self-sabotage. But either way, Aquarius, I think you got it, all right? So be on the lookout, especially for what's going on inside of you, all right? That's the most important thing you got to do is, you know, stay aware, stay present with yourself as much as possible. And action, blue. All right, we're back. Capricorn, this is you, all right? So what we have for Capricorn, the theme that I see here for a lot of Capricorns right now. Number one, creativity is going to be your best friend if you are a creative Capricorn. If not, I see some of you Capricorns kind of putting your nose to the ground, doing things you don't want to really do, but you guys are kind of can be workaholics, all right? The other thing you're going to want to look out for is slander and rumors, specifically the kind of slanders and rumors and he say, she say bullshit that can affect either your employment or affect the atmosphere of your employment. So you may not be fired, but it could just make things a whole lot bad. Who wants to go to work with people they don't like, they got beef with and shit? It's already bad enough I got to go to this fucking job, right? So keep that in mind. Shout out to you Capricorns who are now starting your own business, okay? I see that actually looking very good. And I also see that this would be a time for some of you Capricorns to uncover, discover, or create a new source of security within a relationship. Okay, if you ever had to sit down with somebody, and when you get up from that sit down, it's like they understand you better, you understand them better. It's now a whole new relationship. It's now a whole new paradigm. That's what I see for a lot of you. Finally, you want to look out for abrupt endings to either relationships or employment. Or she's telling me also to tell you to be careful when you're traveling. All right, when you're traveling, please be careful, because this is like an abrupt accident or something. It's a probability that's showing up for a lot of you Capricorns. Some of the players, some of the signs, right? You wouldn't believe this, but this is what you have. Came out like this. You got all queens, bunch of women up on this motherfucker. You know? But if we want to talk signs, we're talking about. I'm gonna make sure this is rolling because it cut off on me last time. You want to make sure you're looking at Scorpios, you're looking at Leos, and you're also looking at Libras, all right? But this can be any of the water sign, the fire sign, and the air sign, you know, especially if they're a woman, okay, or if they're a mother, all right? So that has been your Shangodiac Capricorn. We're going to move right the fuck on to our very own Sag, all right? Peace. All right, Sagittarius. Welcome, Sag. Okay, so here we go, Sag. So one of the things that is coming up for you, Sagittarius, I believe that you need to also, networking is something that seems to be coming up for a lot of you Sagittarius, all right? Also, this is a time where you can either learn a new skill or expand your knowledge in a particular area. Okay, there's a certain signature over a lot of you Sagittarius. So I see this this represented by the 10 of clubs. All right, represented by the 10 of clubs. Some of you Sagittarius need to be careful that you don't sabotage yourself. All right, especially either in matters of love or, you know, things of that nature, or with your work. I see that some of you Sagittarius are having a problem with either fear of success, fear of failure, or both. And when it's both, it kind of like locks you in, like you get wedged in between two shitty belief patterns, okay? So no bueno there, all right? I have to say this, some of you Sagittarius need to also be venerating if there's a particular male from your mother's side, okay? And this particular ancestor has a specific interest in you, all right, and what's going on. So somehow whatever's going on with you, Sag, is affecting a lot more than you know. Also, this is the time for a lot of you Sagittarius to embrace, you know what I'm saying, that giving of love, you know what I'm saying, or that love frequency to yourself first, of course, and then obviously to everybody else. Some of the players that are going to be making waves or showing up here that some of this information might relate to, all right? I see a Leo, okay? I also see a Cancer, and I also see a Taurus, I believe. Yes. So, but once again, this is more or less could be talking about any fire, but I definitely see a woman. Just another thing too here, Sag, all right? Some of you Sagittarius need to be careful. There is a woman out there who's going to start to cause trouble. Somehow she's going to get, you know, brushed the wrong way, do whatever, and she's going to want to start problems for you, all right? You're going to want to be careful. This could also be, for a lot of you Sagittarius, a bitch at work, all right? So be careful with that. And also some of you Sagittarius, you want to be careful too if you're dealing with some type of Don Juan type of dude, all right? A fuckboy, if you will, okay? A fuckboy. Yes, even though you're a Sag, you still might be susceptible to fuckboyness or fuckgirlness, okay? So let's keep it gender neutral. So that's what I have for you, Sag. We're going to move right the fuck on into Scorpio. All right. Hey, what's going on? This Shango Ray here with your very brief condensed Shangodiacs. And right now, once again, we're on Scorpio. I don't know, you guys are probably watching this all, how you watching it, okay? But wow, Scorpio, I see a lot of emphasis right now, okay, on relationships, partnerships, okay? For some of you, it's time to start thinking of a partner, especially as it relates to business, all right? Some of you Scorpios can also benefit from a friendship. If you have certain health goals, workout goals, get you a workout partner. You know what I mean? Some of you Scorpios kind of need that shit. Also, some of you Scorpios are looking at some type of an abrupt happening, all right? This could either be around business, all right? It could also be an abrupt ending to a relationship. And I really feel like this lady right here is talking about relationships. Now, some of the characters that you Scorpios are going to need to be, or that are going to be relating to this storyline here. We have a Taurus, we have a Cancer, and we also have a Capricorn, all right? But once again, this can actually be any of the water signs or earth signs, but in particular, they're showing up like this. So that's how I'm going to take it, all right? Some of you, I see also divorce. Some of you are going to be also like getting a divorce or split, okay? I also see irreconcilable differences too, okay? So for some of you, I do see it looking great, but I also have this feeling that a lot of this, because all your who's are basically reversed as well, except for one. So this could be a very trying time as far as relationships go. Always keep your cool, Scorp, okay? Be mindful of your communication also, all right? So we'll be back with the Libra Leaves. Peace. What's going on, Libra Leaves? This is your brief, also Shangodiac going on here. All right, so let's discuss some of the themes that Papa Shangito is seeing for you right about now. Okay, number one, I'm seeing irreconcilable differences for some of you Libra Leaves. All right, irreconcilable differences. Okay, some of this can be based on jealousy. Some of you Libras may be dealing with a situation where either someone's obsessed with you or you're kind of feeling more obsessed with somebody, okay? I also see that for some of you Libras, it seems like the way that you value yourself, and believe me, you are the basis for everything. So you want yourself, you got to be straight before you can be straight for somebody else, okay? So this, I see you might be in a situation where it's like little by little, it's chipping the fuck away from you. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's both. Maybe you got a couple situations in your life right now that really needs to be reassessed and like say, hey, you know what? Can't do this shit. Because you got to be true to you, Libra. Sometimes you can't go out and just always want to rub shoulders and lightweight people please, okay? Sometimes you got to just be like, hey, whether I'm alone or not, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving a fuck so much about how you look, all right? Now, some of the signs here, all fucking queens. Look, I think I'm playing around with you. All queens. All queens. So specifically, some of the signs that some of this might be happening, okay? And there also might be some infidelity, some cheating, you know, maybe even a little bit of emotional abuse, whatever have you, all right? I see a Leo, I see a Virgo, and I also see of course, a Libra. You've been mean to yourself, looks like. All right, so that's been basically your Shangodiac, and we're coming right back with Virgo. All right, we are back, Virgo. This is your little time to shine, okay? You little Virgat, all right? The Virgolicious crew. All right, so what do we have here for Virgo? What am I seeing for Virgo? Well, for some of you Virgos, it's going to be the start of a new love or a new passion. Could be a relationship. Could also be something that maybe you finally discovered that you really love to do, all right? It's very important. This is also the time I would say, if you can, Virgo, tap in with family, okay? I feel like for some of you Virgos, you actually may need this shit right now, okay? But I do feel this is also a time too, like I said, either a new relationship, new passion, or the start of a new chapter within an existing relationship. Because I do see things going to the next level as well. Also traveling, with loved ones or traveling to see some family, whatever have you. All right. Now, some of the things that are going to be involved in this particular little stretch of time, Virgo, I'm seeing a Aries, I'm seeing a Scorpio, and I'm also seeing another Virgo. Okay, so you may want to, I think for some of you Virgos, you may need to go travel and see somebody. All right, somebody that means something dear to you. I think you need that shit. All right, so stop playing yourself, Virgo, and get to it. Next up, we are going to be tapping in with Leo. All right, so we'll be back on the next one. Peace. All right, time to hit you motherfucking Leos off. Don't mind me. I'm just with my Jimi Hendrix. All right, obviously we're at the tail end of this shit. But yeah, I know Jimi Hendrix got a bit of light going on this shit, but don't worry about it. He's still Jimmy, okay? So if you'll excuse me just 1 second here. All right. So, some of the things, Leo, that I'm seeing here for you. Number one, I think this is going to be a time here. Some of you Leos are going to really tap into your own self-salesman, all right? There's an area in your life right now that you really need to sell yourself on, okay? When you're selling yourself, you are supporting yourself. You're not criticizing yourself. You're not ignoring yourself, okay? We do that shit way too much. You need to have your back. Usually you do. And I feel like this is one of those teachable moments for you. All right, Leo. You know why, too, you need to do that? Because there is a leap of faith that you're going to need to do. Even for you, the mighty Leo, this, whatever this is, does seem to intimidate you a little bit also as well. All right. This is also your time to be persuasive. Utilizing your passion, your knowledge, things of that nature, to get your point across in a way that gets people moving in the way that you need them to move, all right? Some of the people that are going to be playing a key role within the next week or so here for some of you Leos is either another Leo, or you yourself, like I would like to believe, but this could be also a fellow Leo or another fellow fire sign, okay? A woman, specifically an Aquarius, and of course, an Aries, all right? So this is your time, like I said, Leo. This is your time, and sometimes you may be tempted, you may be so intimidated that you want to like put it off for another time. No, don't do that. Instead, deal with yourself, deal with your insecurities, whatever fears, whatever doubts, and smash forward, all right? Next, we're going to be coming back to the crusty crustaceans known as Cancer. All right, Cancer. This is for Cancer. This is Shangodiac for Cancer, the condensed Shangodiac for Cancer. Some of the things that I'm seeing here. I'm going to just keep it real with you. Cancer, I see that a lot of you Cancers, or whatever Cancers that this is applying to, it seems to me that the theme here is going to be number one to the root of it is, I feel like self-deception. I feel like a lot of you Cancers aren't listening to yourselves, especially like to your intuition and things of that nature, or you're lying to yourself and not trying to hear what your intuition is saying to you. All right. There's also lies and deception that may come into question here, especially someone's holding some information from you, Cancer. That's what I'm going to say. They're only giving you a half truth. So you're definitely going to want to keep your third eye open and see. And that's why you want to listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to move you, and you'll know when it's your intuition trying to tell you, hey, you need to pay attention to this right here. All right. So the other thing too, I see, of course, this is that time of year, a male from your mother's side, wanted to, has a particular special interest with you, Cancer, okay? So now would be also a very good time to, make that connection, venerate, all right? Some of the people here that I see could either be playing a major or having something to do with what I just spoke about. All right, I see a Sagittarius, I do see a Virgo, and I also see a Capricorn. Okay, once again, Sag, Virgo, or Caps. All right, so you're gonna want to look out for that. But stop. You know better, Cancer. All right, you guys are very, very intuitive. You guys know better. So sometimes, you know, wanting to just listen to what you want to hear or denying what you know is going to get you in trouble somewhere, somehow. All right, so stop doing that shit. All right, we're gonna come back with the Gemsters, Gemini. All right, Gemini, what's going on? Pull up a chair real fast. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep you too long. All right, so let's get into your brief Shangodiac here. All right, and what I'm seeing here, some of the themes. Number one, this is gonna be a very good time for a lot of you Geminis. Your Wi-Fi signal is going to be very good. You're going to seem to be able to maybe pick up on other people's thoughts or intentions a lot more clearer than usual. This is also going to be a good time for your communication, especially with negotiations. All right, especially with negotiations. This is also a time, though, that some of you Geminis are going to need to forgive somebody. And this is coming up because obviously this holding on to something, and even if that's, I'm sure that also has to do with forgiving yourself as well, because this is getting in the way of a lot of you Geminis, and we need to just release this shit, release ourselves from this shit so we can move forward. All right. Finally, a lot of you Geminis are going to want to be careful exactly with how you're coming off. Okay. I would go for the more persuasive side, but however, the reason I'm saying this too is because I see conflict. That's part of your theme right here, is conflict. So you're going to want to look out. Also, some of you are going to have conflict within the family, but this is not just regular conflict. This is also like, I'm talking about like could get violent conflict, or you punch somebody or somebody's doing something to you. All right. Followed by some of the people that you're going to want to be keeping your eye on. Okay. If you know any Aries, you're going to want to be keeping your eye on them. Okay. Because this is kind of relating. They're either going to assist you or not, but some of the people that are going to be playing, that are going to relate to this theme that I'm talking to you about, Aries, also Scorpio, also Aquarius, okay? So please really do be careful, Gemini, with this Five of Spades card. Like I said, if you can avoid it, avoid it. If not, then go all out. But like I said, this is, I don't like the Five of Spades usually, you know, especially for my folks, for my family, my loved ones, because that you never know what could happen. But I do see a probability of some type of altercation, or you know, definitely a conflict or a really aggravated argument. Okay, but I feel like I said, you need to be careful. You need to have your fortification, your protection, all that shit, and of course, be smart, Gemini. All right, peace. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. This is your Shangodiac also for you know, next coming up however long. All right. So the themes I'm seeing here for a lot of you Tauruses, this is the time for you to actually boss up. Some of you Tauruses seem to be bossing up financially, gaining a certain kind of mastery over your finances. But then I see some other Tauruses who seem to be kind of at a disadvantage. Like somebody is like kind of dangling the fact that they're like, they got the money in either a relationship or some type of a situation, and it's kind of like they're manipulating you with that fact. Okay. Now, finally, this is another one that there's some lessons to be learned. Some of you Tauruses, you know, are learning things through your financial challenges or possible financial challenges here. They always relate back to yourself, you know, so you may not see it. The average person won't see it, but this is an opportunity. It's like I said, it's a teachable moment here for you to teach yourself, learn something about yourself, okay, because of the problems with your money. Where are you devaluing yourself at? Where are you compromising yourself at? Where are you selling yourself out, selling yourself short, that type of shit, okay? And I do see that some of you Tauruses, somebody may be having a baby, all right? But I also see that some of you Tauruses are dealing with more of an immature person who kind of you're infatuated with, All right. It seems like this person may also be devaluing you. So some of you Tauruses are in some type of relationship and you're getting played and you don't know it, really. All right. Some of the other signs, though, that I see that could fit these themes that I'm speaking about here. Aquarius. I see a Cancer, and then I also see a Scorpio. Okay, so some of you Tauruses are dealing with some water signs. They look kind of treacherous, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I take a second look. Okay, Taurus, but this is the time to set your value, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you Tauruses do, but a lot of you Tauruses may also deal with some shit that you shouldn't be dealing with, you know, for whatever reason. So it goes either way. But once again, you set your own value, and you have to really truly understand that. And sometimes we gotta disconnect from having or chasing outside validation, because it's like a drug and it's like you're chasing the dragon. Shit never ends. All right, you gotta give that shit to yourself. All right, so peace. What's going on, Aries? Yes, this message is for you, so you're gonna want to fucking listen. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna want to hear this shit. All right, so let's see what's going on here for the Aries. So the themes, listen, Aries, I don't know what the fuck y'all be doing or who you're doing it with. But if this applies to you, then this is just not really a good way to end a Shangodiac. But you know what? Let me take that back. I would rather end it by giving you the truth as opposed to, you know, just fluffing you up and shit. All right? Licking your clit with lies. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Those days are behind me. You know what I mean? So anyways, themes I'm seeing here, man. Look, I'd rather just show you, all right? I feel like, you know what? Some of you Aries, as powerful as some of you Aries are, you got somebody around you that you need to shake. You need to shake, okay? But we'll get into that. Some of the themes here. I just have to show you this. Look at that. 7 of Spades reversed and a 3 of Hearts reversed. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. So we're looking at a lot of lies. We're looking at a lot of missing information, half-truths. We're looking at lies. Also, some of you Aries are hot to trot. You know what I'm saying? Some of you Aries are getting yourself in a love triangle situation or a lust triangle, however you want to say it. All right? Some of you Aries are also being the victim of one, unknowingly, unwillingly, okay? That's where it gets bad. You know what I'm saying? At least if people are honest, you can have a chance to choose whether you want to deal with this shit or not, all right? Now, some of the signs that I see that, especially you Aries, you're going to want to watch over if you are dealing with a motherfucking Gemini. You're going to want to watch that motherfucker or that bitch, all right? That's what I can tell you about that. But Gemini, Leo, and Aquarius. Gemini, Leo, and Aquarius, all right? So this isn't about, and you know, I feel like some of you Aries, it's like you're getting sunned, okay? Now, a lot of you may not know what the fuck that means, all right? But getting sunned is like getting bitched, all right? You're like being made a bitch, kind of. Like you're somebody's bitch in a way, okay? So to speak, either literally or, you know, expressively, all right? So it's time to snap out of that shit, all right? So that's what I have for you. But like I said, once again, Gemini, Leo, or a Aquarius, you're going to want to look out. You're going to want, if you need to do whatever you got to do, secret squirrel, private eye, whatever, you need to do that. Sometimes, but even then, some of you Aries may run across the truth. And once again, cognitive dissonance kicks in and it's not what you want to hear. So you kind of just try and ignore it. Well, you can't ignore this shit for long, all right? So this is Shango Ray. This has been your Shangodiac, and we are going to conclude. Let me know if you like this more brief, kind of just like, hey, a little bit of, it's like a vitamin, you know, just take your vitamins, check this out, and I'll get with you, all right? So, like I said, this has been your Shangodiac. Thank you so much. And be sure to get your MUERTE messages reading and or with your ritual, all right? Do yourself that favor. Cheat yourself. Don't beat yourself, all right? Peace.